Hey guys, what is up? It is the start of the SummerAthon today. It is already 7:30 p.m. This morning, I started with The Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This is a buddy read with Brianna over at Coffee Books and Bullet Journals. We're kind of just loosely doing it. I know she's listening to it on audiobook. I'm reading it physically because I got it last month, from Book of the Month Club. I'm about 55 pages in. It's pretty good. I really was more gripped with the Poet X like right out of the gate, but I don't really relate to food stories. Whenever there's a story based on cooking, I don't get as drawn in. So we'll see how it goes, but I am enjoying it and it is fast paced. Like I read those 55 pages in the morning while I drank coffee. So it's a nice departure from reading slow books that I've been reading this month. I've read a lot of big books. That said, I'm still reading Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I was hoping to finish it today, but I've got about 45 to 50 pages left. So I'll finish it tomorrow. And then I'll also be starting, not The Kiss Quotient, what's it called? The Bride Test by Helen Huang. So that's my bookish update so far. This book is amazing. I know that I'm gonna cry at the end, so I'm trying not to rush it. Not shocking though, because Circe, also by Madeline Miller, was my favorite book of last year. Anyway, I have the Bride Test sitting right here. All right, I have two boxes to open. One, I have the Owl Crate. So like last time that I did this in a vlog, I'll put the time down at the bottom that you can skip to if you don't want to see the Owl Crate unboxing when I open it. But first I'm opening a box that I got for skincare, because I feel like skincare has become like the thing everybody talks about right now on BookTube. So I've been trying to take better care of my skin and my scalp, and I've seen a lot of people talk about their skincare routines lately and how double cleansing is like the best thing, and you want to cleanse within can you open this? I can't figure it out. You want to cleanse with an oil cleanser first, and then like an epidermal cleanser, and there's like oils and moisturizers, etc., etc. I use from a company called Biossance. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the, I use their 100% squalane, I think is how you pronounce that, oil, as like a moisturizer, because I have incredibly dry skin, and it was recommended to me by an old coworker, friend of mine. So I have very, very sensitive skin. Like the wrong moisturizer will burn my face. So she recommended it. I've been using it for a couple months and I love it. And because I don't react to it, I figured I would try out a couple of their other products for my skincare routine, because I feel like I'm less likely to have a reaction to something if I've used other similar products. Also came with samples, so that's kind of cool. Wow, worth the money, I guess. I didn't expect them to be so big. So this is the cleansing oil, which is squalane plus antioxidant cleansing oil. It's non-toxic, fragrance-free, paraben-free, all that stuff. All that stuff in a nice little pump bottle. So this is the oil cleanser, I guess. Also clean, vegan, etc. Obviously plant-derived ingredients. Otherwise, I wouldn't be buying it. Then I got this is the expensive thing, their Repair Cream Moisturizer for night, which is like a little jar. Effective, sustainable, and safe. So there we go. Also, you get to pick, depending on like when you buy, their samples change. You can sometimes get 2, sometimes get 3, sometimes get masks, whatnot. So I got their probiotic gel moisturizer to give a shot. Can you see? It's not gonna... whatever. And also a vitamin C rose oil plus squalane, just like a moisturizer type thing. So should be interesting to try. Cute. All right, that's it for the skincare. So I'll be using that tonight, see how it goes. Now on to Owl Crate. So here I will put down right here the time to skip to if you do not want to see what came in the Owl Crate box this month. I have a pretty good idea of what the book is. I will be incredibly shocked if I am wrong. I haven't watched any unboxings yet, so here we go. I don't even remember the theme, honestly. It's been a while. Something about, yeah, Libraries of Wonder. So there's the art card. cool. I would assume that's like Beauty and the Beast, sort of. Well, here we go. Oh, I remember their teaser item was coffee, so it's right on top. I can never say this. Book Bow, B-E-A-U, Bow, Book Bow Brew. Bell's Library, organic, ethically sourced, fair trade, nutty, bright, a touch of this provincial life. It's cute. I do like coffee. I'm a coffee drinker, not a tea drinker. So this makes me happy. I know some people don't like getting coffee or tea in their Owl Crate boxes because they're one or the other and it just doesn't seem fair, etc. But here I am, a coffee drinker. Stoked about that. Oh yeah, this. I don't know what this is. A pen, perhaps? Oh. It's interesting. It's kind of flimsy. Oh. But it's like a fine tip Sharpie style. It's not ink or gel. What am I thinking? It's like a little key. That's cute. I say that all the time. That's cute. Pretty cute. A coaster set. This is cool because I keep wanting to get a coaster for my coffee in the morning because I leave all these little coffee rings on my writing/reading desks. Featuring quotes by Sarah J. Maas, Victoria Schwab, J.K. Rowling, and Rachel Kane. I don't know who Rachel Kane is, but obviously I know the rest of them if you've been here a while. I suck at opening things. All right. So, when in doubt, go to the library. I'm assuming that's a Hermione quote. It sounds like a Hermione quote. Their cork in the back. Imagine peace where the dead rest on shelves like books. I don't know. Who's what? What's from what? Books spoke mind to mind, soul to soul, across the abyss of time and distance. And libraries were full of ideas, perhaps the most dangerous and powerful of all weapons. So yeah, I don't know what quote goes for what, but those are nice. And I will keep them here. This is heavy. Oh, I forgot. Bookends were coming this month. These are actually quite nice. They're metal. I can't, oh, they're attached. Can you see? All right. Oh, this is by Hey Atlas, which I believe they have a Patreon you can support. This is from Narnia, which is ironic because we were literally just watching, was it the first Narnia? The Swordbreaker Narnia movie before the kids went to bed. So that's awesome. This is very beneficial for me right now on my bookshelf because it's not full. So like my books are always dropping and kicking my Funkos off. All right, I was right about the book, so that's cool. And a tote. I was like, not another pillowcase. Where is this from? Oh, it's Laini Taylor. Nice. Dream up something wild and improbable. And it's from Strange the Dreamer, which is good because I don't really like her other trilogy. But I did love Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares. And I love totes. I'll do the... No, I guess the pin doesn't really ruin the book. So, Child of the Library. It's got a little kid cat. Let me see. Hello. Well, it doesn't want to. But last we have the book. Is an Owl Crate exclusive cover. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is yet. Ooh, it's purple. I'm pretty sure the original cover is like a navy blue. But it is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I can't even see. See? It's so purple. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. In the booklet. Oh, it's green, but still, there's the difference. Green and silver versus purple and gold. I kind of like that. That's nice. They need to get on the sprayed edges bandwagon, Owl Crate, if you're listening. Plus signed, obviously. And we got a sticker. Magic can twist the purest hearts, as well as the letter from the author and the Owl Crate booklet. And then next month's teaser card is Tournaments and Trials. So, oh, very nice. Every July box will include the next mug in our series from artist Kara Kozik. She's the one that makes the hand-painted Harry Potter mugs that I always see and I'm envious of. So that's cool. All right, that is it for the Owl Crate unboxing. Now I just have a bunch of stuff everywhere. You see? Do you see the purple? That's very pretty. I'm glad I got this because I like this more than I like the original, I think, which didn't happen last month. So, ooh, Catherine Arden blurbed it. If you love the Hogwarts library, you'll be right at home at SummerAThon. Tightly paced, hugely atmospheric, with a touch of wry humor, this book had me from its gothic beginning right to the perfect end. Count me in, Catherine Arden. All right, that was a great box. That's it for me for right now. Those are my updates. The Owl Crate unboxing, my new face stuff. I have my favorite Thai food on the way. We're gonna watch a movie and eat food, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, what's up? It's 5:30 on Tuesday morning. My kids have been waking up super early. And I realized I haven't done a bookish update, so we're gonna real quick go over what I've been reading so far in the SummerAthon vlog. Man, it's too early. Why do you wake up so early? Can you tell everybody why you wake up so early? No? You don't know why? Alright, so anyway, I finished Song of Achilles, total 5-star, not surprised. Not as good as Cersei, but...
We are watching Transylvania.
I'll talk more about it in my wrap-up because it wasn't in my SummerAthon TBR. It had nothing to do with SummerAthon. I just needed to finish it. So then I read... What did I read next, you know? With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I buddy read this with Brianna over at Coffee Books and Bullet Journals. We did like a very laid-back, read what you can, report when you can. I gave this 4 stars. It was good. It wasn't The Poet X good. That book really gripped me. I think it had like more of an emotional impact than this did. And I said in the beginning when I was reading it that I don't really connect to books that have to do with food. Bless you, Fanny. And that was the whole plot of this. Also, the plot had a lot of convenient aspects to it that didn't really, I don't think would happen in real life. But I really like the characters. I really like...
Don't like it, Mommy.
Oh gosh. I really like Elizabeth's voice as well as how she writes her characters. It's a very character-driven book. Total 4-star. Good start to the SummerAthon. Then I picked up The Bride Test by Helen Huang. This is just the dust jacket. About 56% through this, and my fear has come to fruition in that I don't think Helen Huang is the writer for me. I don't really like how her plots rely on miscommunication and keeping information from the other person, which is how her entire plot progresses. Like the love stories in both The Kiss Quotient and The Bride Test completely rely on the fact that people don't communicate. I read a lot of it yesterday. Probably about 40% of what I've read was yesterday. So I think for right now, this morning while I drink my coffee, I'm gonna switch over to These Witches Don't Burn and see if this is any more attention grabbing for me, because I don't want to DNF The Bride Test, but I'm not really interested in reading it right now. So there's this. I will let you guys know how this goes. I know a lot of people are interested because there's not a whole lot of buzz around this, and I haven't seen a whole lot of it on BookTube, but it did just come out this month, so. And lastly, I did get my copies of Memento by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman yesterday. I'm probably going to save this for the Reading Rush, aka the BookTubeathon this year, which should be next month, as like an easy one of the 7 things to read, though I am looking forward to it. And I got 2 copies. I will be doing a giveaway for my other copy as well as a copy of Aurora Rising because I got multiple. That is it for my update. 1.5 books down. I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm on the floor because my garbage in the background. I'm on the floor because my chair's over there. The kids are playing with it as they shouldn't be. I have so many books I want to read right now. Like So many. Oh, and today's Tuesday the 25th, which means that Deviate by J. Kristoff is out, so I should be getting that in the mail. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye. What's up? It is, what day is it? Wednesday. 4:30 on Wednesday, and I just finished my second book of the SummerAthon, which is The Bride Test by Helen Huang. I'm gonna give it 3 stars. I don't think that Helen Huang is the writer for me. Her plots did the same in both this and The Kiss Quotient, which is that the 2 main characters just didn't speak how they felt to each other, and that's what carried the plot the whole time. So it's miscommunication, which can work in a lot of love stories, but when it's the whole reason the plot is progressing, it kind of irritates me because I don't think it's healthy, and I don't know, it just really drives me a little nuts. I don't hate her writing, and I like her characters, and I like, obviously, the autism representation. I've got a lot of new subscribers recently, so thank you for being here. If you guys don't know, my son is autistic, so seeing the representation in books from both the spectrum that Stella fell on in The Kiss Quotient and now that Kai has fallen on in The Bride Test, they're 2 very different parts of what an autistic person could be like, and I like that representation in those characters. It doesn't save the story for me, so I doubt, even if it's a different world, even if it has nothing to do with the same family, because for those that don't know, The Bride Test is like a companion novel to The Kiss Quotient. The characters from The Kiss Quotient are mentioned, but not really at length. I don't know if I'll read another Helen Huang book. It would have to get rave reviews, and I definitely wouldn't buy it. I would probably check it out at the library. But that was I don't have the dust jacket on, but this will work too. Colors of the sunset, the summer sunset, because it's yellow and red, etc., as well as a book that took place that had like travel or vacation, because the main character, who picks the name Esmeralda in the United States, travels from Vietnam to the United States to kind of blindly marry Kai, this Vietnamese guy that his mother has set him up with because she's sick of him being alone. And if she does marry him, then she gets to move to the United States with her daughter that she's left back in Vietnam. That's kind of the synopsis of it. They fall in love, yada yada. The smutty scenes were great, so she can write a smutty scene. I think it's just all the plot points between that aren't my style. I also started, but it's downstairs, These Witches Don't Burn, which will be my 3rd and final read of the SummerAthon. Just kind of like an add-in. It does take place in summer, so that fits. And I'm not really pulled in yet. It's a lot of girl on girl hate so far, but it's about like it takes place in Salem, and it's about witches that like go back, like they have a main, what's the word for it? I'm not very versed in Wiccan or any kind of witch practice, modern or otherwise, so I can't really comment on how that is portrayed so far, but it's kind of like a secret, and now there might be a blood witch, which is like a bad thing because I don't know why yet. But I'm only about 50 pages in. The main characters mostly focused on the fact that she and her ex-girlfriend can't get along and hate each other. Well, she hates her ex. Her ex wants to get back together. They're from the same coven. I'm not like super inclined to read it, but I also wasn't super inclined to read The Bride Test, so, and I finished it. So hoping to get that done tomorrow so I can read. I was supposed to get Deviate by J. Kristoff in the mail yesterday, and it said it was dropped off, but the picture, I don't know if anyone notices, Amazon adds like a picture to their delivery now. The picture was not of my mailbox, and so I was like, maybe they left it at our main leasing office, and they did not leave it there, so I don't know who received my Deviate copy, but it wasn't me. I was going to start that the minute I finished These Witches Don't Burn, but instead I might read Recursion by Blake Crouch. It's up there, just making sure. That's my check-in. I didn't feel good yesterday. I got really sick, actually, so I still feel a little out of it right now. So I'm just gonna go chill and maybe read or play the new BTS World game. Okay, bye. Well, hey, it is Friday morning, which means the SummerAthon is over. So I'm gonna do a quick wrap up because I did finish my third book for SummerAthon last night. So let's go over what I read and what challenges they covered. First off, I read With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I read this with Brianna over at Coffee Books and Bullet Journals. I think we both ended up giving it 4 stars. This covered food on the cover as well as sunset colors on the cover, and it had a book with travel in it. This is about a teen mother who is very into cooking and tries to take an opportunity with a culinary arts class and kind of that slice of life in the year of her, I think it's senior year of high school, having to apply to colleges, being a single parent. Pretty good. I do prefer the Poet X over this. It had more heart in my opinion, but this is a good read. Solid read. The next 2 books were kind of disappointing for me. I expected one of them to be. I was disappointed that the other one was. The first one that I expected to not enjoy that much is The Bride Test by Helen Huang. I am one of the few people I'd say that did not enjoy The Kiss Quotient. I gave it a 3-star. This was also a 3-star, which is probably me being generous. This covered sunset colors on the cover. There's travel in it. It takes place in summer. I mean, I drank all these books with coffee or water, some of them with beer, so I did drink a drink. And I would consider this a beachy read. I've probably already aired my grievances about this book specifically, and I will say more in my wrap-up coming up next week, but I don't think I'll read another Helen Huang book. And lastly, I finished yesterday These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. This takes place in summer. That was the main thing. It's the end of school. There's a bonfire in the town of Salem where there are actual witches, but people that aren't witches, otherwise referred to as like regulars. The air would come on doing this. Alright, wrapping up fast. During the bonfire, something goes wrong. A couple of the main witches realize that it is blood magic. Blood magic is a kind of like a cast of witches that aren't good theoretically. And then things start happening, and the main character and her ex-girlfriend, who are from the same coven, think that they're in danger and nobody will listen to them within the coven. But they are. It was cliche. I thought the ex-girlfriend and that dynamic was terrible, and maybe it was the point, but it was a very toxic relationship. The ex-girlfriend kept coming back into the main character's life and treating her very terribly and not listening to her, and it was not that great. There's a lot of representation in it, at least as insofar as the queer spectrum. We have a transgender character. There's a bi character. The main character is a lesbian, but otherwise there wasn't much else. It was okay. I gave it a 3 stars, but it's like 2.5 also. I don't recommend it anyway. But, so that's my, I got these 3 done this week. I didn't think I would do it, so I'm kind of proud of myself that I did do it. Also, I'm keeping up pretty well with my Book of the Month Club books, which was my goal, I think, of 3 months worth of books, where I get 2 or 3 each time. I only have 2 that I haven't read, and one of them is Recursion by Blake Crouch, which I'm starting today, which will leave 1, which is pretty exciting. That's my wrap-up. SummerAthon was great. It was a good excuse to get some of these books read, as contemporary isn't my, like, typical jam. I read about 1 or 2 a month, I'd say. So, it was nice. I did just that. Let me know if you guys participated in SummerAthon. How did you do? Have you read any of these? What are your thoughts on them? It's my first vlog in like 2 weeks, so I hope it was a decent one. Like if you like this video, subscribe if you are new here. Also, hey, welcome all the new people. Nice to see you. And you want to see more content from me. I have all my social media links down below. Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter. I should have my July TBR up soon, followed by wrap-up, etc., etc. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.